Did you know that at the tail end of the 19th century, an author by the name of Shindo Nobuyoshi published Santa Kurō, one of the first Japanese books to feature Santa Claus? The tale was written during the Meiji-era, a period when Japan was starting to absorb different customs and images that came from the West. To be sure, we're not talking about the modern Japanese Santa, whose name is Santa Kurosu. And we're not talking about Hotei or the Christmas Colonel Sanders, much less Samurai Santa. My name is Allison Jennings, and today our video begins with the original story of Santa Kurō, the first Japanese Santa Claus. Our tale opens on a snowy evening at the Hayashi home in the mountains of Nagano Prefecture. A family of 3 is sitting around the hearth, simply known here as father and mother, along with their 8-year-old son Meiji. They're having a largely uneventful evening when suddenly their dog Buchi comes in and drops a hat at the boys' feet. Realizing that someone might be in danger, father readies a sled, and he and Meiji plunge into the storm with Buchi leading the way. Deep in the snow, they find an unconscious traveler and they carry him back to the house. Mother desperately works to revive the frozen stranger, burning bundle after bundle of straw in the hearth. At last, just as hope begins to fade, the man opens his eyes. We learn that he is Iguchi Gohei, a 50-year-old farmer from a distant village. After 3 days of recovering, he thanks the family profusely and returns to his home. Time passes by and spring arrives, and life seems prosperous once more. Father tills the fields, mother tends the silkworms, and Meiji goes to school. But then disaster strikes. Father falls gravely ill. A pastor and some doctors have been summoned, but his condition worsens as the time goes by. Finally, deep in the depths of autumn, he makes a miraculous recovery, bringing tears of joy to all. Yet relief soon gives way to worry. The fields went unplanted, the family has little food or money for winter, and Meiji will receive no presents for Christmas. Late on Christmas Eve, however, Iguchi Gohei returns, this time bearing 3 great bags of gifts and 2 large bales of rice, carried not by reindeer, but by 45 strong young men. He comes bringing clothes, books, and even money. Christmas is saved, and mother and father rejoice. But it was Meiji who had been sleeping throughout all this that had happened, yet he rises early on Christmas morning to find his bed surrounded by presents. He wakes his father and asks him to read the note that was left behind. I offer you these gifts, Meiji, for helping your father save the life of that traveler in the snow. Well done, my boy, the old man from the north, Santa Kurō. Peace and prosperity returns to the village. The church bells ring, the carolers sing, and all the voices rise together in great cheer. Hooray for Christmas, and hooray for Santa Claus! Santa Kurō is a wonderful little story that touches on themes of gratitude, reciprocity, and moral continuity at a moment when Japan was rapidly absorbing foreign ideas. The story frames generosity not as a miraculous reward, but as the natural return of kindness freely given, emphasizing the principles of human action over divine intervention. Santa Kurō himself functions less as a supernatural being than as a symbolic bridge, an adapted figure through which Western customs are made intelligible within a Japanese social framework rooted in obligation, community, and mutual aid. The winter setting underscores vulnerability and dependence, while the act of rescue establishes a moral economy in which compassion circulates and ultimately restores a sense of balance. In this way, the story suggests that ethical values can travel across cultures without erasing local identity, and that goodness, when expressed through care for others, transcends both religious doctrine and national boundaries. In modern Japan, Christmas has evolved into a super cool and imaginative moment for conducting all kinds of festivities. They've totally put their own spin on the season, giving us a whole cast of characters and fun traditions. You'll see Santa Kurō everywhere. He's the full-on Western import, popping up in ads and shop windows all over the place. And just a quick heads up, if you happen to see a YouTube video claiming that there's some kind of terrible Santa Kurō out there, you can probably bet that it's just made up for clicks. They also have Hote, one of the 7 lucky gods. He's this big, jolly guy with a sack and a hearty laugh, so people often playfully call him Santa's stand-in, even though his Buddhist roots go way, way back. And because Japan loves a good remix, you might even spot a fun invented character like Samurai Santa. They're totally comfortable blending history with holiday novelty. Perhaps the most famous example of this creative adaptation is the Christmas tradition of eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, a practice born from post-war marketing that transformed a foreign product into a shared holiday ritual. Basically, Christmas in Japan isn't some rigid tradition. It's a flexible, creative playground where they take cool ideas from the outside, make them local, and have a blast, enjoying them all in their own way. Because it's such an obscure book, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the publishing history before I go. Santa Kurō was first published in December 1900 in Tokyo by Kyobankwan Publishers. The National Diet Library Catalog lists the edition as a children's book of 97 pages. In the library authority records, the book is attributed to Shindo Nobuyoshi, where the record shows that the author died in 1951. The tale was written and published in the Meiji era, a period when Japan was absorbing many Western customs and imagery. And there are many scholars and commentators that highlight Santa Kurō as an example of early Japanese appropriation of Western holiday season. In fact, secondary sources and popular history write-ups identify Santa Kurō as one of the earliest, if not the first Japanese book to feature Santa Claus. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little video about Santa Kurō. It was fun being here. My uncle doesn't let me do that many videos because he thinks that, well, who knows what that old man is thinking. At any rate, please remember that Book Time Learning is dedicated to the study of writing and literature. Click the like button and subscribe if you can. It would certainly help the channel grow. And thank you for watching.